She is a friend of the show and a pro in all things travel. She's here to share her Texas travel bucket list, something handy for 2026. It's Adeina Anderson with Travel Life, with Adeina and Creative Lifestyles. She's so busy, it's hard for me to keep her brand straight. Adeina, good morning.
Good morning.
Lovely to see you.
Texas is big. And it is a great place to travel. You get all seasons here. You get all demographics. You get everything here. But you really want to plan it if you're going to do a Texas trip.
Yes, I have been driving out to far west Texas in the middle of 107-degree heat and thought to myself, there's not a gas station for another 60 to 120 miles. I need to make sure that I'm planning accordingly.
Exactly. Yes,
you can get yourself in some trouble. I want to know how you made your travel bucket list, though. How'd you go about it?
So I've been to a lot of places in Texas, and I picked my top 5, 6 different places, but I also picked things, like my little list here that you can get on my website. Places and things that you want to make sure you do when you're there. So you come to Austin for the weekend, and there's a million things to do here, but what are the hot spots and the hot things and the must-dos that you want to do when you go to a place?
Absolutely, because it can be a little bit overwhelming, especially if you do go to one of our big cities. It's like, I can't do everything in one weekend. So how do we whittle it down? Okay, your first stop is Jefferson, Texas, which I actually don't know where that is.
I know, and I just learned about this place. I was on a trip on, it's East Texas, so it's just a little bit kind of east of Houston, north, like Beaumont area. It's close to Caddo Lake, which we're going to talk about as well. It is a very historic town. I mean, there's so much history there. I'm going to go back and spend time. I spent like a half a day there and was just enthralled with this place. It's the history there, the stores.
Cute.
It's such a cute, and they do big festivals. Like this was during Halloween, so they had a big Halloween thing going on. They do a big Valentine's. The whole community gets involved, which I love that. And they have a Bigfoot on their trail, which I thought was kind of cool. But they have that's a cupcake place. Like you just go to this little truck and it's a cupcake, and that's part of the trail. There's Bigfoot. And so it's just a neat town to get out and explore, and it's close to a bunch of other things that you can do. So you could stay in Jefferson and maybe go check out Caddo Lake at the same time.
And I love anything that's accessible from Austin.
Oh yes,
so
definitely 2.5 hours maybe.
Let's talk about Midland. I'm surprised to see that on this list.
Okay, so I fell in love with Midland years ago, but now there's this big TV show, The Landman, which is based on Midland in Odessa area.
My husband is watching it every single. He's not including me, by the way. He's watching it every single day.
But it is West Texas, right? So the drive out there, and that's the reason I put this little part of the video in. This is the drive out there. There's not a lot to see, but what's cool about heading out to Midland is that you kind of have that time to listen to music and think and just really enjoy the moment. And the food in Midland, I was so surprised. It's so good. They have such a cool downtown and a downtown scene, some great hotels, and it is really kind of one of my hot spots to visit this year.
I am surprised to hear it, but I'll put it on my list. Okay, you did say you wanted to mention Caddo Lake. Let's bring it up.
Yes, fell in love with Caddo Lake. Did the boat ride. You have to do the boat ride in Caddo Lake. So it's on my website where to check out. It's a couple different ideas, but the drive out there is beautiful. This is the boat. Get a guide to take you out. It is such an amazing ride out through the cypress trees and the wildlife out there. The bird watching is absolutely amazing. You can kayak out there if you're brave enough. No, it's actually not.
I'll be with the guide.
Yes, but they've done movies out there. That little house there was like an old bar that you could. Part of Caddo Lake was a dry community. The other half wasn't. So they would sneak across to have, so there's so much history there. And it's just a really cool part of Texas and East Texas to check out. I just absolutely love Caddo Lake.
I think that is really fascinating. Those pictures are just gorgeous.
I didn't want to leave. And the food too, the restaurants are great there. So definitely hit that up.
Okay, Pedernales Falls.
Which is kind of close to here.
Yeah, I love it.
Yes, if you want a great day of hiking. Now the falls aren't falling like they usually do because we are sort of in a drought. But it's a great place to get out, explore, bring the kids, check out the water. It's great hiking. You can hike through all the rocks there. You can.
That looks
people
beautiful
are swimming.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm surprised at what Texas has to offer. Do you know what I mean? Like you're like, oh, I wouldn't have expected this.
Yeah. So this is kind of part of the falls, right? Like when the water's really flowing, which we have some rain coming. They say we're the El Nino, whatever. We will get some rain. So that's usually covered in water. But what's cool is it's not right now, and you can hike all through that.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that is a really cool place to check out this year.
Oh, I love it. That's really interesting. Okay, and then Big Bend.
My favorite.
As I was just saying, I have driven out there before. It's lovely. But to
Yes.
me, it looks like a totally different planet.
It really
It
does.
does not feel like you're still in Texas.
Yes, we call it the Grand Canyon of Texas for a reason. It is a Grand Canyon. I mean, it is just, what's cool is you can drive. Oh, I'm thinking Big Bend. I'm sorry, I'm thinking Palo Duro. Yes, Big Bend. Yes,
Yeah.
sorry, West Texas. Got the brain going on something else. One of our only 2 national parks is Big Bend.
yeah.
So that's what's cool. I stayed at the 10 Cup Ranch, which was right on the edge of Big Bend. Caught
That's
the
a lovely spot.
sunrise. It's a really neat, it was like, I don't know, under $200 a night.
That's not bad.
You're in the heart of everything. And the food there, oh my gosh, Terlingua, you got some great food going on.
I had just pure tacos out in
Right?
Terlingua, and they were so good.
Yes.
You know?
But we caught the sunrise. There's nothing better than a West Texas sunrise, I say, or a sunset in West Texas. And we caught the moon and the stars. I will say, if you're going to go into Big Bend, have snacks, have water, especially if you're going to hike. You know, grab your water bottles, have extra water in your car. There is a little store up there, which you can get some munchies and stuff, but always be prepared when you're going into a desert type area, no matter what time of year, because you'll get snow, you'll get hot, you'll get cold. You just don't know up there.
That's a really good suggestion. And I remember seeing, is it possible that I saw bear signs?
Yeah, we have black bear.
Yeah.
And there are a few mountain lion sightings up in that area, so you definitely want to be prepared. I always say, if you're going anywhere that there's any kind of possibility of bear, take bear spray. I hike a lot in Glacier and Yellowstone, but in West Texas we have them too.
You've got such a cool life. Okay, I do want to talk about sharing a fun way to keep track of travels, kind of with a little checkoff list.
Yeah, so I created my Texas bucket list, but another thing you can do is just get a notepad. You know, if you don't have this, or maybe there's some other things, my biggest tip is go prepared. Do a little research of where you're going, pick out a few things, but always ask a local when you get there, because you might want to change up a restaurant, what's popular. Breakfast, I always ask a local. Lunch, I see where everybody goes. And dinner, I always make a reservation if necessary, because you don't know. You may show up and can't get in there because they needed that. So
Post-COVID, I
Oh,
feel
yes.
like reservations are key.
yes, they are.
And then here we are, we're standing in January, but I know you've got a busy year ahead already.
I do.
Any fun plans you want to mention
I'm
for us?
training right now. I'm going to do the Mighty 5 in February, which we're going to talk about when I get back from it. I've got some Yellowstone trips. I got some Dakota trips. I got a big Texas trip coming up in April. So yeah, I've got my whole year planned out almost.
And it's all over the map. Boy,
all over the place. I'm
yeah.
all over the country this year, because you know it's the 250th anniversary
That's right.
of America.
Of America.
Yeah.
A great year to honor our country.
That's
so
right.
cool. Adeina, lovely as always. Thank you so much.
you.
All right. For more information, visit travellifewithadeina.com. That's where I'm guessing you can find that really cool Texas activities list, or follow her on social media at Adeina Anderson.